What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing. And today we have a very, very exciting show. I will be interviewing one of the fastest rising prospects in boxing. He was my prospect of the year last year, 2022. Uh, I'm very disappointed that not a lot of people are as familiar with him as I am. This kid is one of the best talents in boxing coming up right now. He did just fight this past Saturday. The first few rounds, he looked a little shaky, got dropped, and we will be talking about that. But he settled down after 2, 3 rounds, settled down, and he looked like the Raymond Muratalla I'm used to seeing with the combination and power punches. And so I'm still high on him. I still think that he is one of the top prospects. I still think that he's working his way up. It was recently announced that he will be fighting Jeremiah Nakatilia on the Lomachenko Devin Haney undercard. So that's a good look for him and a good step up. Nakatilia, if I'm not mistaken, is ranked in the WBC. So a win over him, he will be ranked in the WBC and will be in play for the top guys there. A top rank, they have Keyshawn Davis, they have Jermaine Ortiz, they have Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Lomachenko. So he has Dan's partners on that side, and from what I hear from the interviews with Robert Garcia, he says, hey, man, this guy's ready. He's ready to go right now. Uh, he's ready to compete with hold on one second. Hold on. I'm in communication with him right now. Obviously, this is live television, people. So give me a sec. He's having a little bit of trouble with the link. This isn't the first time that a guest has had trouble with the link, so I'm trying to help him out here. Get on. Yeah. All right. So yeah, he's one of the best prospects right now, and a lot of people have called him the best kept secret in boxing. And part of this interview is to make him known, make him more popular. Uh, and I want to get to know a little bit more about him. He's trained by Robert Garcia, one of, if not the best trainers in boxing. Um, he's also he sparred Lomachenko and Devin Haney and Mikey Garcia and Jose Ramirez, and he has a lot of experience sparring top quality guys. So I definitely want to looking forward to this interview to talk to him and finding out more information on him. Again, sorry guys, he's having a little bit of trouble with the link, but I'm glad he's in communication with me. So meaning we'll figure this out together, and I'll get him. All right, yeah, there we go. I think I found a way for him to get on, and it'll be easier for us to communicate, and we could get this interview started. I'm really looking forward to it because, like I said, a lot of people have been talking about that they're very, very high on Keyshawn Davis and how they think he's the best lightweight prospect on that top rank side. And I do think Keyshawn Davis is a talented fighter. I just think that Raymond Muratalla is actually the guy we should be looking at. I think he's the future of that division. I'm really high on him. I like him a lot. And again, one of the reasons why I'm having him on the show. He's very entertaining, very fast, power puncher. I believe he's 17-0 with 15 knockouts or something like that. So he's a big puncher, and I love the way he places his shot and the way he's so balanced. Kind of reminds me, you know what? I'll save that for the interview. Who he reminds me of. But I'm looking forward to this interview a lot. Yeah. So I just sent him a new link. He was having trouble with the link, which again, live television people, things like this happen all the time. So once he hops on, we'll get him on and we'll get this interview rocking and rolling. But in the meanwhile, let's talk about last Saturday's fight with David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. While we wait for Raymond, I thought that honestly scorecards seem to be all over the place on Twitter. I gave the first 5 rounds to Caleb. I thought Caleb was doing a really good job controlling the distance, using his jab, and mitigating Benavidez's attack. But after that, like 5th round, it seems like he slowed down a bit. And I gave literally rounds 6 to 12 all to David Benavidez. So it's a pretty easy fight for me to score the way I saw the fight. I saw the first five rounds directly for Caleb, last 7 rounds for David Benavidez for a 7-5 fight. And although the fight seemed wider, just because of how much David Benavidez dominated towards that back half of the fight, especially those last like 2-3 rounds, it got pretty ugly, especially that 11th round. I was surprised that the fight wasn't stopped. Yeah, he really was putting on a beating, bloodied him up. And if it wasn't for the horrible job that Kenny Bayless, the referee, was doing, I think David Benavidez would have gotten the stoppage. It was a lot of holding, a lot of he wasn't letting the guys work on the inside. Like as soon as they would clinch, it would break, as opposed to, usually a referee tries to let you fight it out. Like, all right, like guys, like, come on, get it out of there, fight out. And it was like the fact that he kept breaking those clinches so quick, it obviously benefited Caleb Plant, because David Benavidez is the one that wants to make this more of a rough and tumble, ugly fight where they're rumbling and they exchanging punches, and he's throwing his weight on them and doing all types of stuff like that. So I definitely think that the referee did have a big part as to why he didn't get the stoppage, as well as as well as how the fight played out. Period. Like I felt like the fight would have been a lot more entertaining had that not happened. Forget the stoppage, just in general. Like he wasn't letting them work on the inside. He wasn't letting them trade. He wasn't letting David Benavidez have the fight at the distance he likes. So once Caleb would just jump in and hold for a little bit, it would be right away. Break, stop, wait, don't move. Yo, get off of him. As opposed to, all right, you want to jump in and hold? All right, well, now you got to fight your way out of that. You were moving around. David Benavidez closed the distance. Oh, I have Raymond on now.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are yourself?
I'm doing great. Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for giving me the interview and taking time out of your day to speak with me. So I first want to say thank you.
Of
And
course, man. Of course, man.
yeah, and congratulations on your recent win.
Yeah,
Uh
thank you.
you've been called the biggest secret in boxing, like by multiple people. And I want to know, why do you think people have you as a secret, as like a talent that nobody knows? What is it about that people see the talent, but it's almost
Yeah.
like only if you're a real hardcore, you know who Raymond Muratalla is.
I think it just comes from, I think, just the social media. I'm just like, I'm just real low key, just really not out here just posting like a whole bunch of random shit or just saying a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm just keeping myself okay, just working in the gym, man.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, so I want to first talk about your recent fight, and then I kind of want to get into your story as to where you came from, how you got into boxing, and all that. So, but first, let's talk about your recent fight.
Yeah.
Uh, you the first round you got dropped, and and not only just the first round. I felt like the first 2-3 rounds, it's almost like you weren't properly warmed up. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if they you didn't have enough time to hit the pads in the back or something, but you didn't look like yourself the first 2-3 rounds. What happened in those rounds, and specifically the first round where you got dropped, that you didn't kind of look like yourself?
Yeah, we were having problems in the back with the gloves. The gloves that I was supposed to use, they weren't fitting, and we had to go through a couple gloves, and yeah, it was. I didn't warm up like I usually do, but that's no excuse, man. That was just. I think everything was just my mistake. I got lazy on my defense. My hands were low, and he caught me.
Okay. All right. Uh, so was that the case that after the 3 rounds, like you were finally warmed up, finally in the groove of the fight, and then that's when you really started looking how you usually look, or was that the case?
Yeah, I mean, I got warmed up. I started getting my rhythm, and then everything just started coming together. Just started picking him apart.
Yeah, man. Yo, and those body shots you were hitting him with, man, I'm glad I wasn't in the ring with you, bro. Man, it was just vicious body shots. But I want to get into your story as to who you are and where you come from and stuff. So you're originally from Fontana, California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about Fontana. How is it growing up there? Like, where is it? How far is it from LA? Or give me an idea of what Fontana is like.
It's kind of I would say like close to an hour away from LA.
Mhm.
It's a small city. It's nothing crazy. It was cool, man. Fontana is just is chill. Not really. We got little like cities around Fontana, so it's nothing crazy. It's pretty chill here. I like it here. It's cool. It's where I started boxing.
Mhm.
Right here at the Fontana Boxing Club. I started there. I was like 8 years old. That's
Mhm.
where I started, and then just never really joined any other sport. Just stuck to boxing. Just loved boxing always. And just kept with it until now.
I actually saw in an interview that when you started boxing at 7, you actually didn't like boxing. Is was there a particular reason why you didn't like it? Is it the punching, or what was it you didn't like?
I think it was just the kid in me. I just didn't want
Okay,
to. I just didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to stay home or play video games and just do whatever I wanted. I was going to school. I don't know. I was a young kid. I just didn't want to do anything. You know what I mean?
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. That's the main reason.
Yeah, you actually have a brother, Gabriel Muratalla, who's
Yeah.
currently 9-0. You guys started boxing around the same time. Did you guys spar together? Did would you how was that? Haven't did you guys did it get heated ever in sparring? How was that growing up with a brother who also boxed?
He he's 3 years older than me. So when I was 7, he started at 10. So
Okay,
he was always bigger than me.
okay,
So we did spar. I mean, it was never like go 100% on each other. My dad always told us to work with each other and just try to learn off each other.
okay.
So that's how it really is. But I mean, even though he was still bigger than me, man, he taught me a lot of lessons. So I think that's what helped me grow into who I am today, and just my grind today, and just my competitiveness today.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And he's a professional boxer slash school teacher, right?
Yeah, or he was.
Was.
I think during COVID and all that, the school kind of got canceled and whatnot. But yeah, he was.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I kind of want to get into your amateur career. I heard that you fought Ryan Garcia 4 times in the amateurs. Is that true?
I fought him 3 times.
Three
It was
times.
three times. Yeah,
And how did you fare with Ryan? Who won? How many times?
I beat him 3 times, but it was over like he started at a young age, and then just I think the last time I probably fought him was maybe like we're 13, 14, 15 around there.
Okay. All right. So real
But
young.
it was,
Okay.
yeah, it was really young. It was over a period of time.
Okay. You have a high knockout percentage in the pros. I believe you're 17-0 with 15 knockouts, right? Or something like that.
I want to say 14. I
14.
think
Oh, so
17,
17.
14.
Either way, a lot of knockouts. A
Yeah.
lot of knockouts. So did you have a lot of knockouts in the amateurs too, or is this is something you developed as you got older and into the pros?
Yeah, I think it's something I developed over into the pros because amateur, not really much knockouts. I mean, I would hurt a lot of people to the body, but as far as knockouts, no, I didn't have too much of those. But I think that's something that just grew over time.
Okay. Who was your trainer in the amateurs?
Um, my dad. Well, when I first started, it was at the Fontana Boxing Club. His name was Frank.
Hmm.
He kind of started me off in the amateurs, and then my dad kind of took over.
Okay. And how did you end up with Robert Garcia?
Um, don't really. I think it was just my dad's just talking to people and just word of mouth really.
Okay. All right. All right. Um, I, so I've heard Pita, which is Robert Garcia's son. I've heard him say that he thinks you're better fighting southpaw than you are orthodox. But that caught me by surprise because at least I've seen most of your fights, not all, but I've seen most of your fights. I've never seen you fight southpaw. But why haven't we seen that skill set play out in the ring yet?
I think I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I still want to perfect it. I still think I still got stuff to work on. And yeah, whenever it comes out, it'll come out.
Are you like a perfectionist when you do everything?
Sort of. I kind of want to do stuff, or I like to at least do stuff right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want
So
to
so you only go southpaw in sparring like that's the only time you like you really bring it out.
sometimes
Okay. All right.
it'll come out in sparring sometimes just to work on it. But yeah, I'm always working on it. I'm always
And
trying to.
is this something? Is this something you actively think like, oh, let me go southpaw, or is this something like just kind of like organically happens in the middle of a sparring match?
Yeah, sometimes it'll just happen. It'll just happen, and then but there are times where I do feel like I need to switch just to work on it, or just to confuse opponents because a lot of people just don't know how to fight southpaws,
Hmm.
and it'll just throw off their whole game. So I just whenever I feel like it's needed.
Okay, all right. So through my research, I saw that I've seen that you sparred Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia, Jose Ramirez, Devin Haney. Who else have you sparred like that we would know? And also, how has that helped you transition from the amateurs to the pros, sparring all these like elite level fighters?
Yeah, yeah. Some of those guys were a while back, like years ago. The most recent would be Jose Ramirez, and Jose is just a beast, man. Just how he fights is how he spars. So every time you spar him is crazy, and it's always a learning experience just to get in the ring with him, just to see how hard he trains, his work ethic. Yeah, the guy's a beast, man.
Yeah.
And what was your other questions?
Oh, like who else have you sparred that I didn't mention that we would know? Have you sparred Lindolfo Delgado or any other names that we would
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, definitely sparred him. Delgado. And there's just so many guys, man.
Okay, that's fine.
It's it's hard to all the names. Like I was sparring Leo. I did some rounds with Brandon Lee. I've done rounds with. Let me see. Yeah, it's just there's so many guys that come in that gym, man. It's crazy. I don't
Not
too many
it's
names.
no for sure. I believe you. I believe you. Oh, so now moving forward into your upcoming fight. From what I understand, you have a fight lined up with Jeremiah Nakatilia. When did you land that fight? Because from what I understand, you already had that fight set from when you were like this fight was just kind of like a tune-up fight, but that fight was already set. When did you set that fight with Nakatilia?
Um, I I think it might have been after. Honestly, I don't even. I just want to say after my last fight, or the one before my last fight, around that time. I'm not really sure, but
Oh, okay,
um,
so a while back, a while back.
yeah, a little bit. But yeah, we got the fight, man, and it's just we just know the competition is only gonna get harder from here, and we realize that, we know that, and I'm ready for it.
How excited are you? You're gonna be on a big card, you know, like Lomachenko versus Devin Haney for
Yeah.
undisputed pay-per-view, most likely probably like in the MGM Grand or like one of those big arenas in Vegas. How excited are you? Not only are you taking your first step up fight, which if it, I'm not even gonna say if when you win, you're gonna be ranked. It's also a big card. How excited are you to be on that big of a platform?
It's exciting. It's huge for me, man. It's just all the hard work is it's finally paying off, man. This is what I wanted since I was a kid, and it's exciting, man. I just can't wait.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, last year, 2022, you were my prospect of the year, and that's why I really wanted you on, man, because
Yeah.
I like I'm really high on you, and a few of my friends they were arguing with me that Keyshawn Davis is the prospect of the year. I argued hard for you, uh, and one of my friends, A Side, my man Truth, his channel is called A Side Boxing Talk. He interviewed Keyshawn Davis and he asked him about you. So I want to play a video of Keyshawn Davis talking about you, and I kind of want your response.
Yeah.
So just give me 1 sec. Let me set it up. And all right, right. So I'll play it.
Energy on your side. This one name kept coming up, and that's Raymond Muratalla. You know what I mean? I keep hearing a lot of people saying, hey, that's a 50-50 fight. They might need to keep Key away from Muratalla. Like, I'm hearing them type of thoughts. Like, has that fight been presented to you, or is that something you would take without a title?
Hell yeah, I'll fight more title to get to the world title. Like if you win this fight, then next fight world title with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I'll fuck Muay up real quick. Fucking Muay he's a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? He trained Mikey Garcia. Not Mikey, what's his name?
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia.
Yeah.
And good coach, good fighter, you know. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him, but I just feel like he's basic. I've been all around the world, my nigga. Like I've been all around the world. My next fighter, Yiga is from Sweden. I done fought Swedes before. They box just like him. You understand what I'm saying? Like I done fought all around the world. Murtai is not coming with nothing I never seen before. He wanna come, he wanna press slow as hell, and all he wanna do is press, press, press. He must think he hit hard. But that shit is gonna be a easy 1, 2, 3 fight for me. So if the people want to see that, then tell Top Rank to, put in my category. But I think Top Rank is really trying to keep him separate from me, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So your basic, your easy 1, 2, 3 fight for him. Top Rank is trying to keep you away from him. These are like strong words. What are your response to Keyshawn Davis saying that about you?
I don't understand it, man. I don't know, but I think that's a great fight for me. I think that would be a great fight. I mean, we could make that fight happen. Hopefully, once he gets more fights going, then we could talk about that. But I think he's still coming up. He got a couple fights. He's still learning. Um, but if he's up there, man, we'll take that fight.
So you think you where you at in your career and where he's at in his career, you're ahead of him. So like, is that the way you look at it?
Yeah, I think it's just different levels right now.
Okay.
I think it's just different levels between us right now. I just got too many weapons. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to wait for that.
But what do you make of him saying you basic and that you're easy 1, 2, 3 fight? What do you make when you hear that him say that? What does it? What do you think about that?
Then he doesn't understand boxing because there's nothing basic on what I do. I have too much weapons. I got too many skills. There's just a lot I do in that ring.
Okay. All right. All right. Uh, so one things I heard you still go to college. Is that true? And if it is true, what is your major?
Yeah, I do. I do still go to college. It's my major is criminal justice. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get my bachelor's in criminal justice right now. I'm
Oh,
doing the school on the weekends, so it fits perfect with my schedule.
okay, that's interesting. So, what are your plans to do with that degree? Once you get it.
As of right now, I haven't really dug too deep into that. I'm kind of focusing on boxing right now, but I just want to have that on the side just to have it. But yeah, I haven't really thought about it too much.
Okay. All right. Uh, so Robert Garcia, your trainer, has said that you remind him of Crawford, and that's kind of like what you remind me of too, with the combinations, how you like to, kind of stay on your toes and control the distance. Uh, I haven't seen you switch, but apparently they say you do it in the gym, so I'll take their word for it. When you hear that comparison, what do you think?
What was the comparison? I'm sorry.
Terrence Crawford.
Oh, Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I mean that's huge, man. We know Terrence Crawford's a beast, man. He's one of the best. It's huge, man. I'm just just staying in the gym, man. Just focus. Just really trying to work on my game, man. Just
Mhm.
like you said, just my southpaw, man. I'm working on it, man. And when I bring it out, I'm gonna bring it out, and it's gonna be great.
What would you say is your best ability? Is it, your defense, your speed, your power, your counter puncher, your boxing IQ? What is your biggest strength in the ring?
I think it's my IQ
Okay.
and just my awareness in the ring.
Mm.
Besides all the speed, the power, the movement, and all that.
I thought you were gonna say your power because, like, man, you can crack.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say your power. Well, one of the things I like about your style, I like how you throw your combinations. Like when you punch somebody, it's never just one shot. It's two, three, four, five shots, and then you kind of dip and move, and you control the distance very well. So I can see why you say your boxing IQ. But what I
yeah,
love most about your style is your combination punching.
yeah. That's something we work on a lot in the gym, man. Um, Always the combinations, man. Just switching it up and just finding openings and just picking them apart.
Yeah. Also, you're a very good body puncher. Is that something that you focus on specifically when you go into fights?
Of course, body shots always they're always an option. They're always open. If they're not open, you find openings. You make openings. Yeah, that's something we work on a lot also.
Okay. How, one of the questions I want to. So in an interview, I seen you said that uh, if you were to fight Devin Haney, that you think you could clip him and end the fight early. What holes do you see in Devin Haney's game, or what makes you think that you can knock out Devin Haney early? Also, in what round do you think you can knock him out? Since I'll also add that.
I just think he has good movement. I think my timing and my punching placement. I think I can just get him at the right moment when his hands are down or when his defense is kind of lacking. Um, it's just my timing, I think.
Okay. How soon do you want to be fighting for a world title? Obviously, you got a fight coming up against Nakatilia. How
Yeah.
soon do you want to be like in that title contention?
Soon, hopefully, man. I still got to get through this next fight. It's gonna be a tough fight for me. After that, just soon, man, as soon as possible.
Okay. All right. All right. So I want to give a chance for the fans to call in. Is that okay? And ask you a question directly?
Sure.
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Uh so anybody who wants to call in, just click the link, call in and ask your question. Please be mindful. There's other people that want to ask questions. So, don't ask 5, 10 questions. One question, maybe two, and then we'll go on to the next caller who wants to call in and ask Raymond a question. Uh and Rick Marigan is your manager, right?
Robert Garcia is my manager.
Oh, Robert Garcia is your manager? Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Okay, okay. All right. And do you speak Spanish by any chance?
Not too much.
Not too much. All right. All right. So guys, if anybody wants to call it, oh, I have somebody here right now calling in. All right. I have here Truth from A Side Boxing Talk. He's actually the guy who interviewed Keyshawn from the video clip I showed. Truth, how's it going, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Ray? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Hey, no, I'm good, man. Hey, man, my question to you is, number one, like, are you content with your activity over at Top Rank? And if it was up to you, about how many times do you think that you would want to be fighting per year?
Um, right now it's going good. I think I'm at a good pace right now. Um, I want to keep up the pace, and I love to fight, man. So I mean, staying active is something that I like to do. So just staying active.
Appreciate that, man.
Okay. All right. That's it.
No, that's all I got, man.
All right, Truth. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
All right. So I have here Ari. Ari de lo mio. What's up, my brother?
Te lo mío, ¿cómo está? Hey Raymond, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for taking our questions. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you how many fights do you see yourself before fighting for a world title shot?
Hopefully like 2, 3.
Okay.
I think around 2 or 3, man. Just trying to work towards it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Another question I wanted to ask real quick. I know you were at the gym when Carlos Adames was with you guys at Robert Garcia. Um, what do you think of him as a fighter? I mean, I know he took a tough loss back when he fought for the world title 154. But what do you see? How do like when you saw him spar, you saw him at the gym? What do you think of him as a fighter?
I think he's good, man. He's beast. Also, just watching him, the dude has such good movement, and you see his fights that he's been having. They've been real good, and he's been coming back stronger and stronger. And I always thought he was a badass fighter.
All right, well, those are my questions for now, man. And listen, man, I would love to see you versus Keyshawn Davis because I personally feel like Keyshawn always talking, but I don't hear him mention your name because it's like I know I saw the clip that Broadway just played, but it's like,
Yeah.
that's a fight in Top Rank that could easily be made if he
Yeah.
really wanted to smoke.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Thank you for your time, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thanks,
too.
Ari. All right. By any chance, were you there when Carlos Adames sparred Janibek?
No.
No. All right. No, because Carlos had told me he was like that he won't talk about the spar match. He goes, ask the people at the Robert Garcia gym. So I was hoping you were there because he doesn't want to tell me what happened. He just keeps telling me to ask the people at Robert Garcia because both Janibek and Carlos Adames have different accounts as to what happened. So he's just like, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. You have to find out on your own. So ask people on that side. I haven't found somebody to tell me yet, but hopefully I will.
No, I wasn't there at that time.
All right. Right. It looks like that's all the callers we got for now. Raymond, thank you so much for coming on my channel, man. I really appreciate this. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Maybe we'll do this again another time, maybe after your fight with Nakatilia.
Okay.
Again, I really, really enjoyed you having on, and hopefully you felt the same.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Have a
All right,
good one.
guys. All right, guys, that's my interview with Raymond Muratalla. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I will be interviewing Alberto Puello later today at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys tune into that. And for sure. All right. Thank you so much, Raymond.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.